Greetings, fellow Earthlings. How are y'all doing today? Well, I hope. I hope y'all are doing well. Me, I'm pretty content today. It's been all right. I took a nap earlier, so that was really nice. More naps. More nap time. Children get nap times, but adults, we need naps. A midday nap will be less madness in the world if you just took a nap. Um, for real. Seriously. But what I wanted to talk about today is a question that I ask myself frequently, and maybe it's a question that you've asked yourself, and I'm gonna try not to go on a tangent in a bunch of different directions with this because this question can do that. It takes me all different kinds of places. Every time I think about it, I think about something else all the time. So I'm gonna try to not. I promise. I'm gonna do my best. So the question is, who are you underneath your mask? Who are you underneath your mask? Who am I underneath my mask? And what I mean by mask is like your representative. When you're out in the world, we all try to, put our best foot forward. We all try to be our best selves. But a lot of times it's just a mask. It's who we're pretending to be, not who we really are. And what's interesting about the word mask too is we all would consider ourselves people, right? You're a person. We're people. But what's interesting about the word person is, according to the dictionary app in my phone, a person is basically a human being, somebody who's different from a plant or an animal. But originally, the word person comes from the word persona, which is Latin for mask. Person means mask. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was interesting when I learned that. Person means mask. And when I think about who I've been in the world in general, I can totally see that. It's like the world is just a big play on a stage, and we're all just playing our parts. We've got our costumes on, and we're all playing our roles. And we've all got on our masks. But who am I underneath that? Because I don't know that I ever take the mask off, especially since most of us don't even realize that we're wearing a mask. So how can you take it off? And I don't feel like, for me, in my experience, wearing this mask hasn't made my life any better because when I'm wearing this mask, when I'm playing this role, I'm pretending I'm acting in ways that don't feel authentic to me. I'm listening to somebody else's narrative of who I am and what I'm capable of and what I should be doing, how I should be living my life, what I should want from this life. And that's never been the truth for me. I've never enjoyed listening to other people tell me who I am or what I should be doing or what I'm supposed to do, which is also interesting. The word supposed, if you've ever looked up the word supposed, I look up words a lot, and the word supposed, when I looked up this definition, it really kind of switched stuff up for me in my brain. The word supposed means merely thought to be such, merely thought to be such, regardless of fact, imagined. The word supposed means imagined. It's just somebody's opinion. And when I thought about that, because people are always telling you, you're supposed to do this, supposed to act like this, based off of where you're from or how much money you make or where you work or what kind of car you drive or how you look or what's between your legs. You're supposed to behave this certain way. And I've always rejected that because there's more to me than those things. But have I ever really given myself the opportunity to explore that if I'm just staying in my mask, staying in this little box that society says that I am supposed to stay in? And for what reason? There's never been a good enough reason that I've ever heard that I should follow these rules. And so realizing that, for one, that I am wearing a mask is a huge realization. And then the question of who am I underneath it is something that I'm becoming more conscious of and aware of, and trying to leave space for that answer to reveal itself to me. Um, it's not something that I have the answer to right away. And really, I don't think that I need to be anything. I already am, is what I've come to start to realize more. And I read a lot of Eckhart Tolle books. Maybe y'all have too. I'm reading a New Earth right now. I'm still reading it. I read it before a couple of years ago, and I'm reading it again now. And man, you've got a really interesting perspective that helps me to try to be more present and aware. So I'm really grateful for Eckhart. If y'all ever read his books, let me know in the comments what y'all think about him, because I love that guy. Maybe I'll get to meet him one day. That would be pretty cool. But who I am underneath this mask is not something I have to do. I can just already be and see what life is like from that, from just being aware, from not trying to impress, for not believing that there's something outside of me that is going to complete me, because that's a lot of the act. That's a lot of a part of the mask, and the mask is like ego, and ego, it it's a very powerful energy. It's been, you know, thousands of years of human unconsciousness, and the energy that the inertia that this ego, this energy has just put a blanket over all of us. It covers us all. And that's what the ego wants. The more energy I put into believing in this mask, the ego is feeding off of it. And so when I'm realizing that this mask isn't something that I need to continue to give energy to, ego doesn't like that. It tries to pull me back in. It's like trying to get out of a raging river or something. I'm in this water and it's just taking me away. And every time I try to climb back out, something tries to pull me back in. And that happens. I forget sometimes and get pulled fully back into a role, especially when I get overwhelmed or I'm feeling defensive. Ego really gets really powerful in that moment. If I feel like some part of me is being attacked, then I need to defend myself, and that is fully in my ego. And I get fully back in this mask, fully back in some kind of character. And I hate when I do that, but I do it when I forget. Sometimes I forget, but the best part about forgetting is that you can remember again. And typically, when I remember again, there's a lesson. So when I fall back into my old ways and when I come back out of it, there's a lesson there. So I'm grateful for that. I'm trying to not ramble. I don't know how good of a job I'm doing. I told you. This topic, this question leads me in all different kinds of areas, but I just wanted to ask the question: who are you underneath your mask? And just leave space for that answer to reveal itself to me, and maybe you will do the same. Um, it's not something that we need to do other than just be patient with yourself, give yourself grace, and if you can, not judge yourself. And really, it's about healing. Who am I underneath this mask is really about healing my inner child and giving myself what I feel like I didn't get from the world, which was tenderness. I'm a pretty delicate person. I'm realizing that about myself. I'm pretty delicate, and I've been so harsh with myself my whole life, and just trying to give myself more grace and be there for myself in an emotional way that I didn't get when I was younger, and that my ego in this mask tells me that I just gotta fight through it and ignore the things that never go away. Keep just ignoring it. Keep buy something else to make you feel better, or you know, do something else. Spend some money on something else. Let ego be what is in the driver's seat of me finding what ego cannot ever be a part of, and part of realizing what's underneath that mask is seeing what it is I've been missing, thinking that ego could show me what it was, thinking that this mask can answer that question, which it can't. So I think that's all I wanted to say today. Um, I hope this wasn't too all over the place. I'm sorry if it was. Um, but it's just a question that I ask a lot, and I'm still just letting the answer reveal itself to me. And like I said, I'm giving myself grace about it, just giving myself some peace, leaving some space to let the answer just reveal itself to me. And the more I do that, the more it does reveal itself to me. It's like before it was just a completely dark room, and now there's some light. And I think that's what consciousness is, like rising awareness. I don't think it just all of a sudden you've got all the answers. Wouldn't that be nice? But it's slowly letting the light in. At least that's how it's been for me. If I could put it into words, slowly the fog is lifting and I can start to see things more clearly. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. And if you've found this channel and watching this video, then I'm sure you know what I mean. So you're doing great. I'm doing great. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. I'll see you in the next one.